it was chaos. It was
Mm,
me running riots, doing what I wanted when I wanted, stealing, dealing drugs to get
yep.
my next hit. No consequences of my actions. I didn't care about the consequences. I was constantly getting pulled in by the police. I was constantly going to in and out of Rangeview and Longmore.
Were there consequences in their own sense? Did you just not give a shit or
No, I went in, did my time, came out, did the same thing again.
kept using?
Like, yeah, kept using, kept committing crimes. Just a vicious cycle.
As we know, our addiction leads to jails, institutions, and death.
Yeah.
Did it?
There was obviously a lot of other stuff. I was a lot of depression, a lot of mental health issues at that time as well. So I decided to take my life. So I went and bought a, um, quarter ounce of heroin, and I brought it back to my place and I locked myself in and I took the overdose. And somehow a friend of mine who's no longer with us, he came across my house, saw the window broken, and got himself inside and called an ambulance. And they revived me. And because I was not breathing for so long, I had consequences of losing my short-term memory. I was in a hospital. They kept me in a locked ward for a while because I tried to commit suicide.
When you came to in hospital and you were in the hospital bed, what was going through your mind?
I couldn't even tell you. I
Mm,
I don't I don't remember well. I remember snapshots of that 20 years of addiction. I remember things that had a high consequence or things that emotionally charged me in some way, but I don't
mm,
remember what I was feeling. Well, probably, to be honest, knowing myself and knowing myself then, I'd be thinking, when can I get out of here and when can I get my next shot? That
yeah.
would have been all that I would have been thinking because that's all I cared about then. That was the only thing that gave me any joy, any pleasure, any that was like my God. My God was heroin. It was the only thing I cared about. I was living a life in my early 30s. I'd been in and out of jail several times. I'd spent several terms in jail, and my last term was 2 years in prison.
Hmm.
And I got out, and I was on the methadone, which is an opiate medication. It's meant to help people get off heroin. It's really just a opiate substitute.